Does anyone know where Matt is right now? I feel like there's a little sabotage going on. What I was saying was, I want to thank Jim for putting these shows together and invite me back for him. He did actually message me a few weeks ago, and he asked me if it would be okay if he made fun of how dumb my hair looked at the Funny Bone show a little while back. And I was gracious about it. I said, absolutely. You know, do your thing. Do whatever you got to do. You know, I know how dumb my hair looked that night. So do your thing, man. Make your funny jokes. You funny guy. I actually didn't care, but I did go out the next day and get a haircut, because I think when Jim Shields starts making fun of how dumb your hair looks, it's probably time to look in the mirror and make some new choices in your life at that moment. It's awesome being in this place, though. I've never been here before. I've always wanted to, but this is the first time I've ever actually been in here. I did do a little research on German history, just to be fully prepared for the show. And it was fascinating, like really fascinating stuff. Some sections were a little negative, but like for instance, daylight savings time apparently originated in Germany, and I don't care for that nonsense at all. And then there were a couple other things here and there, but I tried to focus on the positive stuff in German history. Like for instance, Bruce Willis was born in Germany. I didn't know that. Bruce Willis, that changes Die Hard a little bit, doesn't it? Knowing he was fighting against guys that he went to preschool with and stuff. And then the first automobile was made in Germany. I didn't know that either. Like way before the Model T, the first car ever made was built in Germany. I actually still drive it. It's parked outside if you guys want to see it after the show. No, I don't. I actually drive a 93 Honda, so I do not drive the first car ever made, but like the fourth or fifth, I think, something like that. It's in that area, I think, and I wasn't able to drive it here because the venue was more than 6 blocks away from my house, and I didn't think I could make it here in my car. So I did have to catch a ride here. But I do get some fun looks when I drive around town in the 93 Honda. People look at me like I'm driving a horse and buggy. They're just fascinated by it a little bit. And if you guys see a 93 Honda out there, go ahead and wave to me, because there's a very good chance that it's me out there. There's very few of us left, and I'm pretty easy to spot. A, because it's a 93 Honda, and B, like one of my windows is just duct tape right now, so I'm pretty hard to miss out there. So go ahead and wave if you see me, or just honk and flip me off like everyone else does, because I can only go about 19 miles an hour these days. So I'm single these days. That was not a segue from the 93 Honda. That was just a brand new topic that I wanted to talk about now. I don't think I'm single because of the Honda. I don't think women really care what kind of car a guy drives, do they? I mean, I think it's the guy behind the duct tape that they're really interested in, personally. But I am single. My biggest fear these days is that I might be a little too single right now. Because even the thought of being in a relationship right now just sounds really exhausting to me. It really does. Like even when I do meet a woman and I'm attracted to her and we hit it off on a personal level and I have sex with her that night, I still really hesitate to jump right into the relationship part of it. Because if I did start dating somebody, you know, I'd actually have to go out and start doing stuff on a regular basis, and that feels like a lot to me. Like dinner and dancing or whatever. I clearly haven't dated since like the 80s. Dinner and a movie, whatever people do these days. I see some people, they go out and throw axes together when they go on dates. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't need to be part of that world. I know that. I mean, that's a date with William Wallace, right? That's not my scene, necessarily. But you know, even if we didn't go out and do stuff, even if we just stayed in and watched television, would I really have to watch her shows some of the times too? Because that might be a real problem. Because I've really gotten used to watching whatever I want to watch these days. And if she's watching reality television, then I would have to end things right there and then. It would be over. That's actually one of the first questions I ask a woman now after I have sex with her is, what kind of television do you enjoy watching? And if the word Kardashian comes out of her mouth, it's over. It's over right there. Like I have to look at her and be like, you know what, I really don't think this is going to work out between us. So if you could just get dressed, please, and give me a ride home. Because your house was more than 6 blocks away, and obviously you had to come pick me up. The most effort I'll put into dating these days, actually, is I'll just get on Facebook now, and I'll check the marriage status of a few different women that I know. Just to be up to date, you know. That's like the maximum effort I'll put in. I'll just kind of like, still married, still what? Says still married, but she hasn't posted a picture of her husband in like 3 months. So. You know, I think we'll keep an eye on that one for sure. You know what? I'm gonna like her picture real quick, just so she knows I'm out there. Just so she's aware. And I do realize it's a little strange to just be waiting out marriages, but you know, it's kind of where I'm at in my life right now. I'm just waiting for 2 people's lives to completely shatter. Just so I can text a woman and be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Like she's gonna message me back like, oh my God, I was hoping you would get a hold of me after my soul-crushing divorce. Yeah, I thought so, that's why I texted you. So you wanna go throw some axes this weekend, or what do you think? All right, thanks for coming out, guys.